welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We are doing some cleanup around the cows today. We've got a fair amount to do before harvest kicks off next month. So I'm going to get the cheese into the storage from here, and we're going to get some milk into the dairy as well. We also need to get all of our silage bales wrapped, so all of the grass bales that we did last time, those all need wrapping today. So there's a fair amount of work that needs doing around here. We are going to have a very good collection though of cheese to sell at the end of this. Already we are up to 12, 14, 18 boxes there, which is great, and we've got a whole load still sitting in our dairy ready to sell. Those will be sold in about 2 months time. So what we're going to be doing, seeing as this is episode 48 on this series, is we're going to get ourselves to the position where we've got this year's harvest done, and then we will do a massive sell-off over a couple of episodes, or sorry, over a couple of months in one episode. So that will be a sell-off in September, and then moving forward to December to sell off the canola, and that will be where we end. And I'm just really intrigued as to where we get anywhere near buying those fields that we want. I'm not sure we will, simply because we have 80,000, and this here is worth a fair amount, this cheese, but not as much as that. Can we get this in here and get this off the front? Yeah, there we are. And if we push it in very carefully, nicely stacked. Yeah, that takes us up to 20 boxes of cheese that we've got there. That is absolutely fantastic. Very, very pleased with that. So we've got a fair amount of work to do around here, and a fair amount of money we can earn. I think we could honestly be somewhere around about 250,000 with the amount of money we've got, or the amount of stuff that we've got, which is a considerable amount of money. I think that would be a really, really good place to be. But we're 4 years in, or this will be, yeah, well, this will be the end of our 4th year. And that is quite a long time to have gone through this series and to make some money on it. So we'll see where we are and see how we're doing. Right now, we're going to fill up this with some milk and get the dairy filled as well. And there we go. Filled up dairy, or filled up milk. We've got 13,000 litres, so I'm just going to take a single trailer full because this dairy only holds about 10,000. We end up having to sell roughly every other tank from here. So let's empty that in, and then we can see in here we have nearly 1,000 litres of cheese done, and we're up to, yeah, we're full on the milk. In fact, we can't put any more in, and yeah, 589 litres left. So we're doing well. The next thing we need to do then is get all of the bales that we have ahead here, get them loaded into our wrapper and get that working, and that way things should be pretty good. I'm wondering actually with the 4-wheel steer on this, if this will actually make it round. Oh, it will, and allow us to park up the trailer much better. That makes things so much easier with this dolly. I think we might have to use the Scorpion more often to maneuver that trailer. Before we continue on the farm, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create a custom line of PCs suitable for everyone from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And the highest spec machines are also perfect for streaming and content creation. Apex Gaming PCs have dropped the prices on almost all their products by 30%, so there's never been a better time to go check them out. Just checking on the capacity of our cow's feed, and that is down to about halfway, so that's good. We've got Slurry. Slurry's in a really good place at the moment. It's quite high. Is there anything to connect up here? Yes, there is. Let's grab this, get this out of here. I just don't want to have to be feeding the cows when we don't have access to the silage bales, because they're at the other end. Right, first 2 bales, we'll take those off the top, check that we're lined up right, and in. Right, so nice and easy now that we've got this telehandler. Makes a massive difference. It's definitely a good choice to go with this over having the Steyr. It makes things so much easier to do. And then we can just come over here and load this up and start making some silage bales. Somebody did mention that they make silage bales from hay previously, and while that's true in real life, that's not possible in farm sim. Unfortunately, haylage is not a thing. I think it would be awesome for haylage to be a thing, and to be able to wrap silage hay into silage bales, but not a thing as it stands in game without a mod. I think there are a couple of mods that do it, but yeah, not base game. Things are going fairly smoothly as it stands at the moment. I've had a thought about how to get these bales into here a little bit more smoothly. It's always a little bit of fun, and if I go like that and place my bales down like that, I can then come in and get a better attack on them. In fact, I want to go from the other side, so I'm a little bit further out from the wall. So if we go for this bale first, pick that up, and then bring ourselves around, that makes it so much easier to target into this. Get it down into that. There we go. And then we can easily target the second one with the same 2 spikes, and everything becomes much easier to line up. I'm liking that method a lot. That just makes everything so much cleaner. So in and then back out, and away it goes. Perfect. Oh, it's only taken what, 2-3 years to work out the best way to get that all to work that smoothly. We've had that piece of kit from the very beginning, and now it's finally paying off. Look at that. So again, up with this. We'll get the right hand one first. Pick that up with the spike on that side. And then that's lined up in front of my cab really nicely to be able to get in there and drop it off. Perfect. So if you're looking for a way to fill the Anderson wrapper, I think this is probably the best way to do it. We're getting fairly close to where I want to put the final couple of bales and finish this row before we move our wrapper. I like to try and get 2 rows next to each other, and I don't know how many actually we've got in this row at the moment. We had 22 bales, so we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This will be 10, so we should have 12 left. 2 4 6 8 10 12. So if we're going to do half and half, we're going to put the next, we're going to put this bale in and then one more. That will actually line it up fairly nicely with the end of the shed here, and will also then allow us to move it, put a second one in, and get a second and start on a second row that will be the same length. So importantly, only one of these bales that we've got here should go into the wrapper. We'll then move the wrapper and get a second row started. I'll put them way over here so they don't get in my way. We'll then grab this one, get this wrapped. It will take it up to pretty much the end of the row, and then we should be able to push this wrapped row against the wall in the same way as we did the previous lot. So put that in there. Whoa. Don't. No, let go of the bale. There we go. I'm hoping that's not going to create a new... No. Oh, I was worried then that was going to create a new set of bales, because that does happen sometimes. But no, I think that's actually just lined it up with the end. So let's move this out the way. And then I can come in here and unload this. So unload bales of that. And finish that row off. Like so. We'll then back this off a bit further and jump out. And then we should be able to just bounce these in and up against the wall. Like so. There we go. Give it a shove, really. There we are. And then this here will jump in and then maneuver it so that we can put a second line next to the first ones. And we'll then just bounce that second line in as well. And that just keeps everything neat and tidy and keeps everything going very well. So that to there. We actually want to put the first bale out slightly to there-ish. Should do it. Right. Let's get the second row done. And in. And then we've got the grass to do. We need to get some slurry on there today. So we'll grab the vulture. We'll grab our new slurry spreader, and we'll go and put some slurry on our fields because we have plenty of it. And just topping everything up, as we've already seen, can make a big difference to how much grass we get out at the end of this. So definitely looking to do that. Final two bales. So we'll grab these up. I have noticed that the cheese has another pallet that's come out. So we're going to go and collect that up and get that into the store. So that's ready to go. We've already got £70,000 worth of cheese if we sell it at the best price. And that doesn't include anything that's going to be continuing to process. So that's really good. That's going to get us over the 150,000 mark. The canola should get us probably about another 50,000, I think. So we should end up with 200,000 off here, which is absolutely fantastic. Plus any of these silage bales that we could sell, because we do have an excess of them at the moment. But that is that done. And yeah, I'm happy with that. We are all lined up. So we just need to get this now to unload those bales and finish things off like so. And then we're just going to back this off and put it back in the shed. So fold it up, get the... It actually puts the tow bar out again. But this is a grand piece of kit. has it been repaired recently? No, it needs an inspection in 6 months' time. So, yeah, I did actually get this over to the other shed and get a repair on it because it did need it at the end of last year. And it's now functioning absolutely great. So park that there, turn it off, and there we go. We are nicely done. Let's just drop the forks off the front of this, and we can then go and put the pallet forks back on the front and just move the rest of that cheese. And because we cleaned them last time, the solar panels are actually looking fairly good at the moment, so those will be fine. Don't actually need to touch them today, which is brilliant. Let's bring this down into there. Grab the first pallet. Grab the second pallet as well. So into here and on. Nice long forks on this. Just enough to grab a couple of pallets and be pretty stable with it as well. And then out over to our shed over here. And we should be able to get a trailer or truck or something in here and be able to just load these up. It is a lot of cheese we've got here. Absolutely fantastic level coming off the dairy. I really love that little dairy. For what we have, it suits us perfectly. We've not got the largest of cow pens. And as a result, it produces just enough really to keep that dairy nice and full. Looking at our cows though, we've got those coming out of puberty. Those ones, those 30 there, ready to reproduce. And so this lot here that aren't ready to reproduce, they are still producing milk for us at the moment, which is why I haven't sold them. But at the end of the year, our original 30 cows we will be looking to sell to make space in the pen for the calves from this set, and also will be replaced by these ones reaching puberty. So we've got a good turnover for the cows, I think, later in the year. That should be really good, and yeah, we will be keeping things moving. Right, let's take this back to the other shed because now we need to get some slurry spread. So back our Voltra up to our new slurry spreader that we got. We should be able to go around one field, refill, go around the second field. It's very, very good with the amount of space this has in it, and just makes our life so much easier compared to the previous slurry tanker we had. Not that our little slurry tanker that we had before wasn't good. This just gives us a much better and more efficient spread of slurry on our fields. And I really wanted to get to use this more than once because we got this. We got this fairly late in the day. We're still looking to replace some of our equipment on the farm, and I'm very much got my eye on the used equipment. There's nothing in there today. What we could really do with is a header for our combine. I'm surprised in all the time we've been on here that the header to our combine has not made an appearance. Either the sunflower or the standard header. Neither of those have come up. Let's unfold this like so, and yeah, this covers this field very quickly. Down and away we go, and immediately you can see the red on the field is disappearing, taking us up to, wow, in one spot a green. So the idea of applying this every time that we've done a cut is to try and get the whole field as close to fully green as possible, because it's a very patchy process, this, and we're too close to the edge with this. It's not clearing the first post. Let's see if we can pull it out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I was having trouble seeing it because it was disappearing into the hedge. Put that back down. Try again. Right, and away. Yeah, there we are. So that is one difference to the other one, is the other one had no boom to get stuck on anything. One, of course, does, and we just need to be careful not to catch it on anything as we go around the edges of the field. But seems to be doing well, and once we've got the edge done, things become much, much easier. And we are getting that nice green across the field, which is great. You know, we want to be able to have a really strong nitrogen content in our grass, just to keep our grass fields in really good condition and to get the most out of them that we can. So down the field, and it'll only take a couple of passes, and we've only used about 45% of the tank on here, so this might even do the entire field with just half a tank. Well, almost. We are at 50% now, so it's going to be just under half a tank. So I am going to have to refill for the other field because it's slightly bigger and it is not going to cover the slurry in this is definitely not going to cover all of that. However, this field, look at that nice solid green in the middle of it. That is looking very tidy. So let's refill and head out again. We ended up with very little in the tank last time, so I'm guessing that this second field takes a lot more. We'll find out when we get there. I don't know if it actually does or not, but certainly we only had like 500 liters left in the tank last time. So this second field might take quite a bit more. And if that's the case, this is definitely the way round we want to do this. That way we ensure we leave as little as possible in the tank. So into the field, let's unfold. And as we always do, we start in this corner here where we've got a little bit of a kick or a little bit of a dog leg, and bring it round. Nope, not there. Again, getting a little bit close to the wall with that boom. I want to make sure that we're not doing exactly what I've just done. Bring it back, and right, let's try again. That's turning in a little bit earlier. Yep, there we are. That should position it better. Oh, only just though. Right, and now we're heading around the field, and we'll see if we can increase the amount of green that we see on this one as well. Now to the edge of the field is looking good. Now we're going through the middle, just trying to raise this. The field slowly is going a deeper green with every cut, and that is because we are way over the required level of nitrogen for the grass. But doing this means that the field always ends up with enough nitrogen in the grass, and slowly these patches will get a deeper and deeper color with every time we cut. So I'm not too concerned. It's a good thing to do this, not a necessity. But doing good things on the farm usually pay off, and in fact last time we did that, it did pay off. We ended up with a really good cut off here off both the grass fields, so I'm very happy with the way this has been working out. We've just got a patch down the bottom here. Looks like this isn't going to be too bad, and you can see again this field, a lot more of this field is looking that deep nitrogen rich green now, rather than sort of the orangey red that we've got in just this patch here. So that will be that will hopefully come up with the next couple of cuts. But it's all round looking great. And that's about all we've got on the farm today. I am very tempted to try and see if I could feed the cows maybe, but we've not got access to the silage bales. They're at the far end now. We've already got the other ones in the way, so I'm not too worried about that. That's fine. We'll get some feed done of the cows probably off camera before we do the big sell-off, because if we're going to jump a couple of months forward, we want to make sure that the cows are well fed. But everything is coming together nicely. All we've got to find out now is how good our final harvest will be. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.